What is going on, you guys? It's your girl Diana, back at you with another YouTube video. These 7-star Hisuian Typhlosion raids are just around the corner, so today I'll be sharing some counters that you might want to bring in order to easily take down these raids. So let's go ahead and hop into it. So per usual, let's go ahead and take a look at what exactly we're going to be going up against once we do actually get into these raids. So of course, this is going to be a 7-star raid, so Hisuian Typhlosion will be level 100, and normally it is going to be a fire and ghost type, but for the purposes of this raid, it is going to be a pure fire type since it will have a fire tera. And just like every other 7-star raid that we've had to date, it will most likely have its hidden ability, which is Frisk, which means that upon switch in, this Pokemon will be able to identify the held items of all opposing Pokemon. It doesn't really do anything and has kind of become obsolete, especially in the modern day competitive scene, but that's what it has. And EV spread-wise, Hisuian Typhlosion is going to have an HP stat of 73, an attack stat of 84, a defense stat of 78, a special attack stat of 119, so you know those special attacks are gonna hurt, a special defense stat of 85, and a speed of 95. So realistically, you could really hit it on either the defense side or the special defense side. They're pretty similar, but you are going to have to look out for its huge special attack. And when it comes to Hisuian Typhlosion's moveset, I can definitely obviously see them putting Infernal Parade on there, which does have a base power of 60 and it has a 30% chance to burn. And if you're already status, so for example, if you get burned like a previous turn, it is going to have double the amount of power. And considering that it is going to be a fire tera, obviously they're going to probably want to put some kind of fire type moves. I can definitely see them putting Eruption on there just because it hits everyone across the entire field. And then they're probably going to want to put spread moves because I'm sure people are going to be like, oh, let's just bring water type. So I can definitely see them putting Solar Beam on there and maybe something like Focus Blast, or if not both of those spread moves, maybe putting another fire type move like Overheat. Or even something like Shadow Ball to play into the fact that it's usually part ghost type. And when it comes to setup moves, it does get access to Sunny Day, which of course is going to boost those fire type moves. So if it does get something like Overheat or Eruption, those are definitely going to be doing a ton of damage. It does also get access to Will-O-Wisp. So if you did want to bring a physical attacker to try to hit it on the physical side, that might be something that you want to look out for as well. And of course, in order to help itself set up, it does get access to Calm Mind as well, which is going to raise its special attack and special defense by 1 stage. But now that we have a little bit of a better idea as to what exactly we're going to be going up against once we do hop into these raids, let's go ahead and hop into the counters that my lovely community members have helped me come up with. Some of which you might have already seen from previous videos, so we love when counters carry over. So per usual, we do have 2 attacking Pokemon for you to pick from and 2 support Pokemon if you are more comfortable playing support. Both of the attackers are going to be special attackers for this video, so I'm sorry if you wanted to go with a physical attacker. But first up for our attackers, we have one of my favorite pseudo-legendaries, Goodra, who is of course a pure dragon type, but for the purposes of this raid, it is going to have a water tera type for very obvious reasons. Held item-wise, we do have it holding a Shell Bell, which means that it is going to be able to get a little bit of HP back every time that it inflicts damage on Hisuian Typhlosion. So it's a great way to get some HP recovery without having to actually like do a cheer or get heals other ways. EV spread wise, we did go with full HP and full special attack, and it does have the ability Hydration, which means that any status conditions that Goodra is affected by are going to be cured if the rain is up, which also ties into Goodra's moveset, which here we have Chilling Water, Surf, Acid Spray, and Rain Dance. Rain Dance is there for obvious reasons because in case we do get hit with something like a burn, Hydration will go ahead and fix that for us. Acid Spray is there to lower the special defense of Hisuian Typhlosion. Surf is going to be the move you're going to want to click because it's going to hurt. And Chilling Water not only inflicts damage, but it also lowers Hisuian Typhlosion's attack, which, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they started throwing like random physical moves on it because they've done that before. They've thrown random moves on Pokemon in these raids before. So if need be, we have Chilling Water and it also inflicts damage. And our next option for attackers is going to be one of my favorite Pokemon, Vaporeon, which is of course going to be a pure water type and is going to have a water tera for this raid. As for its held item, we we do have it holding a life orb, which means that it is going to boost the power of any attacks that it uses. However, it does have the small drawback that you are going to lose a bit of HP every time you do attack. So if you do plan on using Vaporeon, it is going to work a lot better in a group setting where you have people that are able to give you heal cheers or any other type of healing. Whereas Goodra can definitely hold its own in a solo strategy. So if you did want to go up against this alone. EV spread is going to be the exact same as Goodra, so it is going to be a full HP and full special attack spread, and is also going to have the ability Hydration, which once again is going to cure any status conditions in the rain. This is also another reason why you would want to use Vaporeon in a group setting, because you're going to want somebody else to set up rain for you. Since moveset wise, we do have Fake Tears, Surf, Calm Mind, and Rest on here. Rest is of course there for your HP recovery, since you are probably going to need it since you are losing HP with the life orb. Calm Mind to set yourself up so that you're able to hit Hisuian Typhlosion harder. Surf is going to be your attack move of choice, and Fake Tears is also going to lower that special defense of Hisuian Typhlosion. And if you did want to do this raid in a group setting with a group of your friends and you wanted to play the port of support, our first option for support Pokemon is going to be the adorable little red dog, Doxbun, which is going to be a pure fairy type. For the Tera types, it doesn't really matter for your support Pokemon because you are typically not going to want to terastallize your support Pokemon if you are working in a group. Usually you leave that to whoever is going to be the attacker. Item-wise, we did give it a Citrus Berry so that it can have a bit of HP recovery if necessary. And EV spread-wise, it is going to be full HP and full special defense, since we already know that Hisuian Typhlosion is going to hit you really hard with its special attacks. What's cool about Doxbun, however, and why it is a great option as a support Pokemon in this raid, is that it does have the ability Well-Baked Body, which means that instead of taking any damage from fire type moves, it's actually going to boost its physical defense. So even though it's not special defense, it's not taking any damage from any fire type move. So if it does use something like Overheat or Eruption, bro's just gonna sit there. Moveset wise, we did go with Rain Dance, which once again would be great if you are planning on using Vaporeon in a group setting. Snarl to lower Hisuian Typhlosion's special attack. Helping Hand to of course set up your attacker, and the last one can kind of be whatever. I have Mud Slap on it, but you're gonna want to focus on the first 3 of those. And if you don't have a Doxbun on hand, you can also bring Umbreon, which has always been a great support Pokemon in literally every single raid just because of its bulk, which is going to be a pure fire type. Once again, the Tera type doesn't really matter since you're not typically going to want to terastallize your support Pokemon in a group setting, and it also is holding a Citrus Berry for a bit of HP recovery. Its EV spread is going to be the exact same as Doxbun, being full HP and full special defense with the ability Synchronize, which means that if you are afflicted by a status condition, whether you're burned, paralyzed, poisoned, whatever Pokemon does that to you is going to be afflicted with the same status. Moveset wise, for Umbreon, we went ahead and threw Fake Tears, Light Screen, Helping Hand, and Snarl on there. Fake Tears to once again lower that special defense, Light Screen to help protect the team, Helping Hand to set up your attacker, and Snarl to lower Hisuian Typhlosion's special attack. And like I mentioned, 2 of these Pokemon are actually from previous raids, those being the support Pokemon of Umbreon and Doxbun, so you most likely already have these sitting in your boxes if you did make them for previous 7-star raids. And once again, if you did want to go into these solo, Goodra is probably going to be your best bet, and if you did want to do this in a group with friends, you're probably going to want to go with Vaporeon, as it does require a little bit more support than something like Goodra. But there you have it. Those are the Pokemon that me and my community have come up with in order for you to easily take down the Hisuian Typhlosion raids. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, I kindly suggest that you consider subscribing so that I can continue to make content for you guys. And if you were already subscribed and you would like another way to support the channel, feel free to check out the merch store. There is a link down below in the description that takes you to not only my merch store, but also all of my other socials so you can keep up with what I'm doing on a daily basis. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to those of you who did help with the builds, as well as those who have joined the channel as members. I appreciate you all so much. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.